the Adam Gravitz Sports Show.
What's happening, party people? Welcome to the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. This is Jack. Say hello, Adam.
What's going on, everyone? Got a lot going on.
Decision desk just comes in. Giant blue wave of victory for Democrats in all the elections that are happening. In a giant rebuke of Trump's horrendous agenda. And it's pretty great.
We don't need to do our politics talk immediately, but
immediately. I just want to get the weirdos to turn it off.
Okay.
And the normies can stick around.
We have a lot of sports to discuss.
Do we?
I don't know where you want to turn to. So you can.
Do you want to start with the NFL trade deadline? I know that's probably very exciting for people.
Sure, we can do the NFL trade deadline. There was two massive trades today. Sauce Gardner was traded from the Jets to the Colts for 2 first-round picks and A.D. Mitchell, the wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And then Quinnen Williams was traded again by the Jets.
Jets are
to
busy.
The Cowboys for a 2026 second, 2027 first, and a rotational defensive tackle named Maisie Smith, who was a first-round pick. I don't know which one you want to start with first. I guess we can start with the Sauce Gardner deal.
Yeah.
The Jets, I think, win this trade pretty easily. Sauce Gardner's first 2 years, he was an all-pro. Last 2 years, he's declined. He is only 25 years old, but he just signed a 4-year, $120 million contract, so basically the Colts are taking that whole thing on.
Right.
The 2 first-round picks, that is a lot to give up.
Sure.
Now, granted, this year's first-round pick will probably be in the 20s, so, not sure how big of a deal that is. But for the Jets, you sucked with Sauce Gardner, and again, very good corner, but, you sucked with him, so not a big deal.
Suck with 2 first-round picks.
Huh?
Suck with 2 first-round picks, right?
Well, now, but again, it's a good deal for the Jets, is my point.
No,
they're doing the rebuild right.
They have 5 first-rounders in the next 2 years, I think. Is that right?
Correct. And then, yes, correct. Now, again, this also is reminiscent of a certain team from South Florida who had a bunch of first-round picks over 2 years and completely botched it.
Well, they had a recently unemployed general manager, though, at that time, right?
Correct. That is true.
Yeah.
Did we podcast since that happened?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So okay. Well, let me talk about the last second trade, and then we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other trade was Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys for a 2026 second, 2027 first, and as I said, Maisie Smith, a rotational defensive tackle. Good trade again for the for the Jets. Quinnen Williams, very good player. 28, so I guess a little older. Again, they weren't winning with him. And the 2027 draft is considered one of the best ones. I'm sure you know that the number 1 pick in that draft will probably be generational wide receiver from Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith.
Right.
So now the Jets have to be first-round picks in that draft. Now, also a 2026 second from Dallas should be a relatively high second-round pick. I imagine the Jets are going to be using a lot of these picks to acquire a quarterback. Now, either they can use one to draft one, like a Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, or you never know what veteran could become available in a trade.
Right.
I don't know. I would not trade multiple firsts for Kyler Murray because I think he's going to be on the block.
Right.
I don't think he makes sense, but I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna spitball one. Maybe Trevor Lawrence becomes available. Maybe Dak Prescott becomes available. I'm just thinking of names, just ideas,
You're just saying stuff.
No, I'm saying the Jets have a lot of options now. So
right.
I think the Jets absolutely killed the trade deadline. It sucks to say that, obviously, being that they're in my division, but they absolutely killed it. My Dolphins made a move, a couple days ago, or yesterday, I guess, trading Jalen Phillips, former first-round pick who's an expiring contract, to the Eagles for a 3rd-round pick, which sounds like it's a good deal for the Dolphins, but I guess the Eagles have multiple 3rd-round picks, and they can use, if they don't re-sign Phillips, they'll get a comp pick, which might end up just being a 3rd-round pick.
Just basically a no-lose for them.
So I will say, as a Dolphins fan, I was very annoyed at the trade deadline because we should have traded a couple other guys off our team. Like Bradley Chubb, for example, is not part of the future, I don't think. and you probably could have gotten a mid-round pick for him. They're like from multiple teams, and I don't know why you kept him. Jalen Waddle, I'm totally fine with not trading because apparently they asked for a first-round pick and other stuff, and I've been in very intense debates with people who say he's not worth a first-round pick. I think a 26-year-old wide receiver who's on pace for his 4,000-yard receiving year in 5 is worth a first-round pick. You can agree or disagree.
No,
I do love hearing some of these beat writers from like the Giants who are like, "Oh, I'd give up a conditional third." I mean, like, okay, cool, and I'd give up a conditional 12th for Cam Scatterbo and Jackson. I mean, like, how dumb do you sound, right? I understand Jalen Waddle's not a superstar, but like, he's a number 1 on a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I have no problem with them not to. Bradley Chubb's the one guy that I'm like, why are you still on the team? Same with Minka Fitzpatrick. So I would give the Dolphins like overall a D for their trade deadline effort, but like for the Phillips
they have no general manager, so what do you want?
Well, they have an interim, so like
he's not going to take any big swings.
But as you did, you kind of buried the lead. The Dolphins did finally fire Chris Grier, one of the most incompetent general managers in any professional sport. It reminds me, a little obvious of the Ernie Grunfeld situation in DC. I've mentioned that multiple times. Mm-hmm. He was just around forever and like never won, and just somehow had the ear of the owner and was like convincing him that like everything he was doing was right. And I don't know if this is even possible. He presided over 3 coaching changes. It's wild. Which I think Ernie kind of do the same thing?
Yeah.
It's impressive that he was able to hire and fire 3 coaches and survive. So I'm ecstatic that Chris Grier's gone. He was terrible at his job. I assume he will be like Ernie. I don't think he'll ever get another job again. So yeah, good riddance. You sucked at you were terrible. And I just hope the Dolphins hire somebody smart from a reputable organization. Like Chris Grier stunk. He ruined the team. He put them in cap hell. He drafted horribly. All of his draft picks were always guys who were like, oh, they have high upside, but they also have injury concerns and not a lot of production. Those are my favorite type of guys to draft. He did it every draft. So, sorry, he sucks. Good riddance. Can I just say something that I'm really tired of is when people are like, he has a family. I'm like, yeah, he also has made millions and millions of dollars.
The man has a family. Think of the children.
No, you get my point, though. You know that everyone does that.
Of course, but yeah, no, he's paid to do a job. He's paid very well to do a job, and if you do the job poorly, guess what? He still gets paid.
He was there for 9 years, Jack. We never won a division title or a playoff game.
I think there's plenty of days I do an equally terrible job, and I'm not making more than $1 million a year, so I think it's okay.
So yeah, man, good riddance to Chris Grier. We'll see who they hire in the offseason. And apparently they want to keep McDaniel, which I do not understand at all.
For next year?
That's what I've heard. Apparently Ross loves him. And the problem is the Dolphins' schedule after this week is it's doable. They could win 7 games, which is the worst thing possible. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. It's kind of, so I don't know. But your Commanders, unfortunately, had a rough Sunday night. If you want to talk about that.
Sure. The season's over for Washington.
But it's one of the most indefensible decisions I've ever seen.
You're losing by 5 touchdowns. You bench your star quarterback and keep him safe.
And if you're not going to bench your star quarterback, just literally run the ball up the middle 3 times.
But if you're going to do that, then don't have him in there.
I'm playing devil's advocate. But you're going to stupidly,
the game was over.
I agree with you, but I'm saying if you're going to be dumb enough to keep him in, literally just have him hand the ball off 3 times.
If your game plan is to be that dumb, then you should not have him in there.
So, do you think it's a fireable offense by Dan Quinn?
I think he's fortunate that he injured his non-throwing arm.
Okay, that's fair.
I think if he had injured his throwing elbow or his knees, I think you throw him off I
will
bridge.
say this. I do think this was foreseen this year with Washington.
Yeah.
I think you'd agree. I think most Washington fans would agree. Last year was maybe one of the flukiest years in Washington, D.C. Commanders, Redskins history. Mm-hmm. They had no injuries. They had the last place schedule. Jaden snuck up on everybody. And it all played out. This year, they had to play a real schedule.
I mean,
and they've had a ton of injuries. Am I wrong?
Your do theory is not really like whatever. But I think it's not like.
So I'm not right. Okay.
You're not right. No, I think it's just this has been an extraordinarily injury-filled year for them.
So you're saying the schedule wasn't a joke last year, and this year it's hard.
Well, I don't. That's unrelated to the injuries. I think the injuries and the losses go hand in hand.
So I was told not to yell at you. I'm not going to yell at you.
They've lost to teams that are not seen as great teams, right? The Cowboys suck. They lost to the Cowboys.
Okay.
They lost to the Falcons. Okay. Falcons are mediocre.
Would you say this is an Adam? Okay. Would you say Adam Peters didn't do a good enough job capitalizing on last year's team by not improving the defense?
Yeah, I don't think they didn't improve the defense enough, and the offensive line has been injured. I mean, you can't outrun injuries like they've had, but they also haven't been very good. And I don't think that other than playing with fire and keeping Daniels in there after they're getting blown out, you can't say him getting injured is also inevitable. But
no, it wasn't inevitable. I just
flip side. Here's positivity though, is that they won't have to have this facade of trying to make the playoffs. They can tank for a better draft pick because they're going to lose anyway, and they'll have an easier schedule next year.
That is true.
So, but again, it just sucks that his arm got ripped off. But I would say Tom Brady's been saying for months that Daniels needs to do a better job of falling appropriately and controlling his body. And
if you watch him at LSU, if you watch Daniels at LSU, he also put himself in harm's way a lot of times.
Yeah, he puts himself in harm's way, and also the way he moves, he like kind of flails a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's how you get hurt. You know, he doesn't like.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Obviously,
he's
not as big and meaty as like a Josh Allen, but Josh Allen controls his body a lot better. He needs to put on 20 pounds, and he needs to control his body better. Like he needs to move with different. I know it's hard because you have to balance wiggle with running with a purpose, but he needs to do a little bit more. I will tell you this: I've heard there's people being like, "Oh, if Jaden's healthy for the last few games, bring him back." No. Because you're gonna be 5-11 at that point. What's the difference?
Right, your season needs to be shut down now.
No, the
season is done
because you also lost McCaffrey. You also lost Lattimore.
I mean, who knows when McLaurin's coming back?
McLaurin shouldn't play again either. Shut them all down.
Shut them all down. I agree with you. But yeah, it was a crazy night. But again, Seattle's also really good.
They're very good, and they just got really good. And Washington, and they just got Shaheed in a trade.
Rashid Shaheed, correct. That was a great little trade for couple mid-round picks, and then also another trade we didn't talk about was Jacoby Myers to the Jaguars for 2 mid-round picks.
Does the Shaheed trade suggest that Kupp is more injured than they thought?
I mean, Kupp's also kind of on the downside anyway, but yeah. Probably. Also, like Kupp is more of Kupp at this point is he more of a mentor for JSN type? I don't know. Like Shaheed at this again, Cooper Kupp. It's crazy because 4 years ago, Kupp was like the Triple Crown winner.
Mm-hmm.
But he's lost a step. He's been injured, and it's a nice move by Seattle just to get more weapons around Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
and for 2 mid-round picks, very very solid move.
Difference? Yeah.
Jacksonville, like I said, got Jacoby Myers. Nice. He's a nice second or third receiver for him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Travis Hunter injured, so nice little move.
Nice.
What else do we got?
College basketball has officially started.
College basketball officially tipped off.
So
Florida State.
Florida State did what? Go ahead. You talk about Florida State.
Florida State played tonight. I don't have the score in front of me. I believe I can check it real quick. We were playing Big Bad Alcorn State from the SWAC.
Oh, man.
Let me see what the score was last time I had checked.
The score is 97-73. Florida State.
101-73. So
yours is more updated.
I believe the spread was 18.5. So you just want to cover spread those type of games. It's the start of the Luke Laux era. No more Leonard Hamilton. You know that brings a smile to my face, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not expecting a lot from them. I'm expecting them to be more fun and exciting, but they're not going to win a lot of games. They're very small up front. They're going to get killed on the boards by bigger teams, but they can shoot. They've got a lot of transfers from I like this. They have a lot of transfers from mid-major schools.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to step up in competition, I think these guys can step up in competition. So yeah, we'll see. I'm not expecting an NCAA tournament berth, but apparently Laux is doing a really good job in the recruiting for his first year.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. Maryland, you had told me you are not happy. You already want Buzz Williams fired.
I already hate his face.
You already hate his guts because you hate his face, but they did win their game against Coppin State.
Yeah, Coppin State actually
they are banged up a little bit.
Yeah, Coppin State's a feisty team that hit lots of threes, which is nice for them. No, Maryland is already banged up. A lot of freshmen and guys who
you're starting like
playing.
A walk on. You were starting like a walk on, I think.
Yeah, so some guys who are never going to play were playing. Whatever. And the fact is one thing I noticed. I also don't have high hopes, but the team does seem to play defense and hustle.
Can I call it 20? Define high hopes. Do you think Maryland makes a tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like one of the last like at-large bids kind of thing.
Got it. But I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, that's
but I think, I like Andre Mills seems like a real player, and I like Darius Adams looks like a good good freshman.
Yeah, I don't know how Buzz got him.
And Coit is like really small, but he seems like a feisty kind of guy.
Very small.
The team lacks general size. Like that's kind of like a Buzz Williams thing. Is everyone is like kind of like the Florida State model of like everyone's like 6'8", 220, but like
he loves offensive rebounding. Everyone crashes the board.
One thing I noticed, again, this is completely different than the last two regimes, is it looks like everyone plays hard defense and everyone dives on the ball and everybody boxes out for rebounds, which is like
that's good.
Better. Like that's all you can ask for. Now they aren't necessarily great at shooting or like doing stuff, but like,
well, if you
get three cracks at the shot, then
did you watch Texas A&M ever?
Yeah, it's not a beautiful.
They couldn't shoot at all. Like they're very like they play hard, but they're not a very good. They weren't a very good shooting team. From what I remember.
So the field goal percentage for Maryland is 45% from the floor, 34% from the three, but they shot 92% from the free throw line. So if you get to the line,
you agree 45% though against Coppin State? That's not great.
No, I'm saying that they didn't
34 from three against Coppin State, not great.
No, like you're looking.
And you agree? You would agree? You have a test on Friday.
Yeah, against Georgetown.
You can joke about it. Georgetown's not bad, dude.
No, I'm glad the rivalry is back. Those
first off, it should never have ended.
Well, as we've noted many times, you and I, the regimes that were warring are no longer there. So
that's a good point.
It seems reasonable. I know Gary hated them. So
you had to be happy that your former coach lost his first game.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Kevin Willard lost last night, but you hated Kevin Willard.
Where is he even coaching now? I don't know. Is he like in a gutter somewhere? He's in a cardboard box.
Okay, I didn't mean to yell. No, he's not. He's coaching.
This is called sarcasm. I don't know if you're familiar.
Also, Florida lost. That made me smile.
Hmm.
Lost to Arizona last night, so that was very good. But yes, college basketball starting.
Villanova.
Also, if you want to briefly talk about the initial college football playoff rankings came out.
I
have one issue already.
What's that?
I have one major issue. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to explain something. Again, I hate defending this team. Okay? Notre Dame is number 10. Miami is number 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Who played week 1?
Who played week 1?
Notre Dame played Miami week 1.
Yeah.
Miami beat Notre Dame.
Okay.
So why is Notre Dame, who have the same number of losses as Miami, 8 spots ahead of Miami? Go.
Because that was like 12
Miami.
weeks ago.
What?
That was like a million weeks ago.
So that's okay. So now you're doing okay. I got it. Okay.
You're really doing this, dude? Come on,
stop.
Season transitions.
So you're really can you make this? Can you be serious right now?
I am serious.
How
are you going to gauge someone how they were at week 1?
Jack, stop.
By week 9.
Stop. They have the same number. Okay,
it is week 9.
I'm asking you a question. Who is Notre Dame beat? And again, I hate defending the team. Who is Notre Dame beat?
I don't know. I'll go look at the.
No, I'm playing.
Now.
It's the one thing I saw which I didn't agree with. That's all.
All right, fine. Let me look at their stuff.
So give me Notre Dame's best win, and I'll
Independent. Notre Dame. I gotta look at the things. Hold on.
Their best win is USC. I can just tell you, it's USC.
Okay, look at their schedule.
It's USC.
I'm telling you. Miami. They had a good game against Bye. They lost to A&M by 1.
Okay,
and then they beat a terrible Purdue team, a terrible Arkansas team, a pretty good Boise State team.
Not really, but okay, go ahead.
Pretty good. A better than their record NC State team, a pretty good USC team, and then they obliterated a terrible Boston College team.
But my point is, if this again, you're playing games with me. And I wish you.
If they can somehow defeat Navy and Pittsburgh, they have a clear path to winning out this season.
I'm talking. Okay, you can understand, though, if you're a Miami fan, that this is kind of garbage.
It's all garbage. It's all made up.
But what I'm saying is, why play the games if you're going to rank one team 8 spots ahead of another?
I mean, as it was before, when you leave things up to rankings and brackets and people picking things, but there's like a half dozen teams that make it in because of the lucky name club. So
would you agree, though?
Just pretend that there's no reason to play the games.
Again, would you agree, though, that it's a bit preposterous that Notre Dame played Miami? And again, I don't care when they played them. They played them. They lost. They have the same number of losses both teams do.
Yeah.
And Miami's 8 spots behind them?
That's just not how it works.
So you see this is okay.
That's not how it works. It doesn't matter. You can't compare things like that because it's imaginary and made up.
So should we just have all? How about the top 15 should just be all at 15 SEC teams? Do you like that instead?
I think so. The reality is the bracket should be, when they just set it up, it's preloaded with Notre Dame, Alabama, Georgia.
Regardless how many losses they have.
You just set it up that way with them.
Got it. Okay.
Texas, Ohio State, and I'm sure there's some other schools I could just imagine just drop in, Oregon, and then after that you squeeze in whatever garbage is at the bottom, and then that's your bracket.
All right, whatever.
It's
I
all
knew you
set
were
up.
going to take this seriously.
I'm taking it's who made the bracket.
I don't know.
Random people, right? So
no, I'm just saying. I knew you weren't going to take this seriously. So I don't even know why.
What I'm saying is that when you have a bracket that is made up by people, no different than the college basketball bracket, it's made up of people who don't even watch the games.
I don't disagree there. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, and of course they won't give you a straight answer. I would like to ask the person, how can you rank Notre Dame at 10 and Miami at 18 when they played each other heads up?
We rank them where they are in their progression as the season progresses.
But Notre Dame
it's where they are at the end of the year, not where they start.
But what I'm saying, okay, what if Notre Dame and Miami end up with the same record?
Okay.
I'm not saying they will. I'm saying, what if they did?
Well, you got to look at how strong they are at the end of the year.
Oh my God, are you just like okay?
I'm saying what they would say. I'm not saying what I would actually.
I'm asking you what you would say. Okay, please have an opinion, not what they would say.
My opinion is what the reality is, which is they just pick stuff that sounds good to them.
Okay, all right, whatever. I don't want to talk with you about this anymore because you're giving me bad. This
choices. Is correct. I don't want to yell at you. This is the reality of the world.
I have been told again. I'm going to repeat this. I've been told not to yell.
The listeners and the viewers count on you yelling at me.
I don't want to.
That's why they listen to the show.
But I will say something I am very annoyed at, and I'm sure you're not annoyed at it, is our Washington Wizards and their lack of effort.
They are so bad.
So here's the problem I have. I've had a conversation with a good friend of mine who is a diehard NBA, a huge NBA fan, and he's like, "This is what you wanted." I said, "Absolutely not. Yes, I don't want them to win a ton of games so they can protect their pick, but giving up over 130 points in multiple games." Right?
Yeah.
Showing no effort on defense. That is okay. I have a question. Who do you blame for that one? Is it players or is it coaches?
It's probably, I'd say 60-40 coaches, players.
So here's my problem: is did we just draft guys who don't want to play defense? Like I don't understand how it's every year we just continue to play just bad transition defense and don't rebound and
year after year
let teams score 120 points plus a game. Like, I'm sorry, like there's losing. Like there's some teams like the Jazz are trying hard. Like the Jazz play hard, and some of these other bad teams they play hard. The Wizards are just giving up like 40 points a quarter, like every single game.
Yeah.
Would you agree this is unacceptable?
I mean, it's just they're embarrassingly bad.
Because again, we both want the same thing, which is we both want to protect this top 8 pick.
I just want them to show a little bit of spunk.
See, that's what I said. That's what I said to somebody, and they
just don't show any spunk right now. They have like last year's funk.
Again, if you're gonna lose games, okay, fine. That's okay. Like play hard. Like
be feisty though.
But like giving up 125 to I don't even know what, like to Orlando, who was incapable of scoring. And then, like, last night, they gave up, 130 something? Like, it's just, they're just getting blitzed every game.
Yeah.
And it's teaching you bad habits. That's the other problem. Like, is it like this team? What this team needs when they do finally get out of this whole like tanking and all that fun stuff, they need veterans who are going to get up in these rookies' asses.
Yeah.
Or not rookies, but like the young players.
Yeah.
Like they need like prime Marcus Smart, not what we had last year, Marcus Smart, but like prime Marcus Smart, prime Draymond. They need one of those guys to just be like, I'm not putting up with this fucking shit.
Go get Montrezl Harrell back.
No, I'm not. Do you get what I'm trying to say though?
Saying.
Like they need a guy who's going to say like I don't care, Cam Whitmore, that you think you can go 1-on-5 every game. If you don't play fucking defense, you're not playing basketball on this team. And I'm not saying turn into like the Pistons, like, you know, some team that just doesn't want to play offense, because that's not the new NBA. But my God, at least show some effort on defense. Look, it's not probably realistic to be like, oh, I expect you to give up under 100 points a game. But like, I don't know, 105?
Well, also with Koulibaly back, with Bilal back and Sarr, that should have helped, right? But it doesn't.
So you have, what's crazy about the Wizards is they actually have, like, as you said, Bilal can play defense. Keyshawn George is a good defender. Alex Sarr, who, by the way, everyone in this area and in media like to call him a bust, is not a bust.
No, he's actually pretty good.
He's very good. Actually, his numbers this year are very good through 7 games. Go look him up.
Considering the garbage he's playing with.
What I'm saying is you have 3 guys right now who are, you would say, are reasonable defenders.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, get rid of the Corey Kisperts of the world. He is a black hole on defense.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, I'm not going to call him, but like Bub Carrington, you're going to have to step your ass up too. You look real bad.
Yeah.
Like, real bad. Like I said, I'm just, Trey Johnson, I like what Trey Johnson's done offensively, but like, why is he only getting 21 minutes a game? Like, give that man 30 plus minutes. I don't understand it. So again, I've said it since when they hired him or when he was promoted. Brian Keefe is not a good coach. I don't care what Kevin Durant has to say. I don't care what anybody has to say. The man is not a good coach. He is a career assistant. He needs to not be the head coach of the Wizards. And after this year, when they win 18 games, they need to hire a real coach.
Agreed.
They need to hire I'm not saying a Tom Thibodeau type, but get me a veteran coach that's going to instill something with this team.
Yeah.
Because this defense is unacceptable, as you said. So
unacceptable.
I will still watch games because I like the NBA and whatever. But you agree, it's not fun. Like, it's fine losing. Like, wins and losses don't matter to me. But the defensive effort has been atrocious.
Yeah.
Through 7 games. Absolutely atrocious.
Yep.
And it annoys me. So
Mom Donnie is projected winner for New York City mayor.
Great. Why are you interrupting him? Okay, not going to yell. Why are we talking about politics?
That's a breaking news item that just came up.
Not breaking news. Everybody knew he was going to win.
No, they didn't. They didn't know he was going to win. But right now, in this moment, decision desk decided. I'm sure your president's going to say it was rigged and it's fake and we're going to have to do a recount and we're not going to swear him in or not. Whatever. They'll figure something out. Whatever. They'll whine and cry tonight. It's a fun night to see Republicans. Yeah, I want to see them cry. All right, let's do NFL picks. Fine, we'll do NFL picks. All right, good. All right, this is my favorite part because I always do better than you at it. What? Huh? This is my favorite part. You need to track what we do because I'm pretty sure I got more than you again. Well, if you look back to when we were tracking, I have such a better record than you. It's just no, you don't. You're just making things. I'm like 1,000% more points than you have. You're just not, but okay. You're just not. Thursday night, the best night for football. Your Raiders are at the Denver Broncos. Broncos are 9-point favorites, and it feels high. I don't think Las Vegas is. So I have had to sadly watch Raiders games because I have Ashton Genty in fantasy. Yeah. And I don't think it is that high. Now, they just traded their best receiver. Mm-hmm. Geno Smith is not good at football regardless. Yeah. I don't care that he threw 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Their offensive line is terrible. Their defense is not good. And I know Denver's offense is a little wonky, but like it's in Denver. I do think this is a cover. This strikes me. I see like the only way the Raiders keep this close is if they literally pepper Brock Bowers with 14 to 20 targets. I assume Denver's going to be smart. Well, I'm assuming Denver's going to be smart enough to figure out a way to cover him. Yeah. I actually see this game as like a 30-13 Denver win. Am I wrong? I think you are wrong. I'm taking Las Vegas to win it all. They're going to win. Stop. You're being annoying. Are you really taking Vegas to cover? I will.
On the road.
I think it could happen. Short week, anything's
Smart
possible.
move. Whenever you can stick your reputation on the Raiders to cover, that seems like a really smart call by you.
Look, if you pick based on what we're saying right here, you've already got problems.
No, you should. You're dead on.
Take your picks from O-Dog. All right. The Atlanta Falcons are at the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are 6-point favorites. I think the Colts.
I mean, the Colts did just get your boy Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
They did struggle against Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta is just bipolar as bipolar can be.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get with them. 6 points is a good amount of points. I'll take the Falcons to cover.
Okay, I think the Colts win and cover. I think they work out some of their frustration from last week.
All right, that's fair. Won't shock me at all.
The Houston Texans are just falling down everywhere.
With no C.J. Stroud, probably.
No Stroud. I'm going to take the Jags to win.
You're taking the Jags?
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're 1 point underdogs.
See, I think I would actually, I'll be honest, I would jump on that now.
Mm-hmm.
Because once it's officially announced that C.J. Stroud is out,
mm-hmm.
I bet that line goes to like Jags -4.
Yeah.
So I
Jags
actually agree. I mean, the Houston Texans are just not good. Like, Nico Collins has been terrible, which is crazy. C.J. Stroud has not been good. The running game hasn't been good. Their O-line hasn't been good. The defense is awesome. But, man, that offense stinks. I'll ickily take the Jaguars.
There you go. Love it.
Makes my skin crawl, but go ahead.
Skin crawling New Orleans Saints visiting the Carolina Panthers. Panthers are 5.5 point favorites.
I mean,
Panthers are a pretty good team after all.
Wins. The Panthers have 5 wins. It's crazy.
They're pretty good. They just beat Green Bay.
I mean, Tyler Shuck is terrible at football.
The Saints, I don't think the Saints will score 5.5 points.
The Saints can score 5.5 points. I'll take the Panthers. Rico Dowdle is just...
Here's the number of points the Saints have scored in the last 4 games. 10, 3, 14, and 19.
And 19?
Yeah.
Well, that's over 5.5.
I'm just saying, they don't score a lot of points. I think
the
Panthers...
I'll take the Panthers. I think the Panthers... Like, again, Rico Dowdle has been awesome.
Yeah.
I think they'll just run all over him. So I'll take the Panthers.
Panthers in a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Perhaps the game of the week. The New England Patriots are visiting Tampa Bay. The Bucks are 2.5 point favorites.
I'm going to take Tampa. I'm sorry. Like, New England to me is giving off...
I know. You think they're frauds.
No disrespect. No, they're frauds. Okay.
You think they're
frauds? They're not frauds, but the schedule has been ungodly easy.
Is Bucky Irving going to play?
I would think Bucky Irving plays and Emeka Ibuka will play.
Wow.
So I am taking Tampa. And at Tampa, yeah, I'm taking Tampa. I think Vrabel's done an awesome job. He's probably the odds-on favorite right now for Coach of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And I know everyone thinks like Drake May should already be in the Hall of Fame and whatnot, but like, I'm sorry, the schedule they beat Buffalo at Buffalo, which is a great win. But besides that, it's who's who of nobodies in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the Panthers. Panthers. I'll take the Buccaneers.
Bucks. I too shall take the Bucks. It's hard to bet against Baker, you know.
True.
All right, the new look Jets are hosting the Browns. The Browns are 2.5 point favorites.
Oh my God!
I mean, if you're watching this game, you have problems. Like I don't.
Well, I have Quinshon Judkins for fantasy.
I mean, it's just gonna be ugly football. I would just watch it on the box.
I'll tell you what I would bet. I would bet the under.
Who's in at quarterback for
Browns
the
are
Jets?
2.5 point favorites. I'll take the Browns, I guess. I'll take the Browns. I don't know. Hideous.
I'm gonna take the crab juice.
It's the under, but this game is gonna hit the. I don't care what the number is. I'm taking the under regardless.
Okay.
I would take the under. It's bad.
I just run away.
Next game, what is it?
Run away. I'll take the Browns too. What the hell?
We'll take the Browns.
All right. In a feisty game, Baltimore is visiting Minnesota. The Ravens are 4-point favorites.
Ravens. I'm not buying. I know Minnesota looked really good against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
JJ McCarthy looked very good. I think the Ravens are going to. I mean, again, the Ravens game against the Dolphins, they could have lost that game, if we're being honest. Like, the Dolphins beat themselves not more than the Ravens won that, but like the Dolphins gave them the game.
Mm-hmm.
And some bad, and one of the worst calls in all season in the NFL against the Dolphins. But I think the Ravens are figuring some stuff out. Their defense is getting healthier. Lamar already had a game under his belt. I think the Ravens win this one and cover, actually.
Yeah, I think with Lamar,
not a big fan.
With Lamar,
Vikings are very
inconsistent
as well. Vikings are inconsistent.
With Lamar Jackson, anything's possible.
Yeah, just Lamar being there.
All right, Bills are at your Dolphins. Dolphins don't care. Bills are 9.5-point favorites. That's a lot of points.
You know what's funny?
But I think.
I'll say something. I'm gonna go bold right here. I think the Dolphins cover this. I actually do.
Well, 9.5 is a lot.
What?
9.5 is a lot of points.
Hear me out. They played in Buffalo, and Buffalo won the game, but it was only by 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's no Tyreek, obviously, but like, I think they're gonna like Buffalo. They're coming off an amazing win against Kansas City. They're gonna look past Miami. I think Buffalo wins the game, but I think they only win by like 6.
Yeah,
I do. Maybe I'm crazy, but I will take Miami to cover. Yeah, might be weird, but I'll take Miami to cover.
Miami does usually play well against Buffalo.
No, they don't. No.
In my
Josh
recollection,
Allen owns the Dolphins.
What's that?
Owns the Dolphins. But I just think that like everyone is all like Buffalo's going to kill him. Buffalo's going to kill him. And again, that first game in Buffalo was closer than people
it's closer than people think. Also, like they just got. I don't know. It's fine.
I'm saying they had this big win against KC. They could easily be in for a letdown.
Yeah. You know what? No, Buffalo wins in a bloodbath.
Okay, fine.
All right. The hottest team in football, Chicago Bears, are hosting the New York Football Giants. Bears are 3.5-point favorites. I like the Bears to win and cover.
I do too. I'm not like without Scat. I mean, the Giants are feisty, and like Jackson Dart is like one of those. He's like better fantasy quarterback than he is a real quarterback.
Yeah.
But I don't, and like the Bears defense is terrible, as evidenced by the game against the the Bengals. But the difference is the Giants don't have Chase Brown, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take the Bears, like you said, to win and cover. I think they'll be fine.
So you previously noted one of the best teams in football, the Seattle Seahawks, are hosting the Jacoby Brissett-led Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks are 6.5-point favorites, which seems like a lot.
You ready for you want a bold take?
Mm-hmm.
I think Seattle comes out of the NFC.
That's not a bold take.
I think Seattle comes out of the NFC. I'm taking Seattle. I know that Jacoby Brissett has looked very good, and he's now named the starter, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which means Kyler's probably getting traded.
Yeah.
In the offseason. But I love what Seattle's doing. Find me a weakness on Seattle. I'm being honest. Like, find me a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really see one right now. I think Seattle wins this game kind of handily.
Okay, I would agree too.
But that's my bold pick. If you're on your books, see what Seattle to win the NFC is right now. I like it.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta use different. All
right. What's the next game?
Fine. Don't care anymore. The Commanders, who have given up hope, are hosting the Lions. Lions are 9.5-point favorites.
Lions can name their number.
It's gonna
offensively.
The over under is 49.5, and I think Detroit's gonna do that on its own.
Let me ask you a question. Who's covering Amon-Ra St. in the Commanders? Who's covering Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, and Sam Laporta, and not to mention Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield?
Yeah.
Did you watch what they did? I mean, like, so you just went up against JSN, who absolutely torched Lattimore, and now you have no Lattimore. And now you're going up against a guy who's probably better at this point in his career than JSN in Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be good.
That seems like a winning proposition.
And you have a volume quarterback, too. It's going to be great.
Right, and you have a backup quarterback in there in Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going name your score for Detroit. This is a blowout. This is blowout city.
Great. Super fun liking football these days. The Rams are at the 49ers. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites.
I like the Rams.
I like the Rams too. The 49ers are kind of weird.
Again, we don't know if Brock Purdy's going to play, but I don't think it matters. I like the Rams are another fun team to watch. They're just uber talented. They got 2 elite receivers, great quarterback, good running back. Defense is young and fast and hungry. Niners are banged up. I mean, all they have really is Kittle on offense, and obviously CMC. But like the receiving core is bad there. Yeah, I'll take the Rams.
Great, same. All right, the Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Chargers. Chargers are 3-point favorites. I don't love either one of these teams, but the Chargers.
I hate the Chargers. You know what?
The Chargers are annoying.
I'm gonna take the Steelers. I don't like the Chargers. The Chargers just lost Joe Alt. That's brutal.
That's bad news for them, right?
I mean, their offensive line is just banged up. The running game is bad there. I mean, Pittsburgh beat Indianapolis in a great game. Now, it could be one of those situations where they, put all their effort into that one game. But I don't. So. And also the home field advantage with the Chargers is nothing. I think you're going to see a ton of Steelers fans in that game. Yeah, I'm going to take Steelers in a mini upset.
Okay. I'm with you on that. And then Monday night.
Okay. It's a good game.
Eagles are at Green Bay. Green Bay is 2.5-point favorites.
I like
this
the
will
Eagles.
Be a fun game to watch. This should be a good game.
I do think the problem with Green Bay is the loss of Tucker Kraft is bigger than you think.
Well, he's their leading receiver in Green Bay.
And it was by like a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's like the next George Kittle type. Like he blocks well, he catches the ball. Losing it, I mean, Luke Musgrave is fine, whatever, but like Tucker Kraft was, and again, not just saying that because I got him in fantasy late. He was a stud. You can't argue that. Like, I don't love their receiving. I mean, what, you really gonna trust Romeo Dobbs?
Yeah.
The Eagles off a bye. I'll take the Eagles in an upset. Mini upset, I guess. So I'll take the Eagles.
Okay. That's it. That's the.
All right. So you've been bringing it up. Today's election day.
In many states.
Positive for the Democrats.
Very positive. No, it's a blue tsunami. Democrats
I think the only thing we're
everywhere.
waiting on, I did see one report that the New Jersey one was won by the Democrat, but they don't.
No, she won. No, Mikey Sherrill wins New Jersey.
Sherrill did win.
Yep. No,
it's official?
Everything's it's official. Slam dunk.
Now, before we go, I'm just curious to hear what you think your stable genius president will say after this.
No, there's more evidence why they need to fix the congressional districts with maps. We need to stop. I have an executive order coming soon to stop the fraud. No more mail-in ballots. Paper hand count only. Game day. No early voting. Shit like that.
That just doesn't make any sense. No, this was a great. Listen, if you're a Democrat, this was a great night for the Democrats. It shows that people are slowly starting to realize how much of a fucking idiot Trump is.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing is that people
just be happy that people are starting to wise up.
The exit polling says that folks were unhappy with the state of the economy and with the country and the whole.
Wait, you're telling me folks who believed a grifter are surprised that now all of their prices for everything are going up?
Yeah.
Because of said grifter lying about everything.
Yeah. No, I mean it's.
Oh my God.
It's weird when I filled up for $3.25 a gallon. It's like I thought that would be smaller, but it wasn't.
Wait. Are you telling me that people aren't excited about the ballroom that nobody's ever going to use?
The $300 million ballroom that no one's ever going to see?
That's not necessary, but these same people are struggling, to eat.
You can't feed poor kids, but you can build a $300 million ballroom.
Right, exactly. So, no, this is great. I think you're correct in that he's going to have one of his temper tantrums tonight. I'm expecting, like you said, him to have some fake executive order that will get overturned saying that, only Republicans are allowed to vote. I wouldn't be surprised if he said that.
Yeah.
And if you're a registered Democrat, you're not allowed to vote. So, great night. Seriously, in all seriousness, great night for the Democrats.
Yeah, it's been great.
Absolutely great night.
right. Well, it's been fun for Adam. This is Jack. This has been the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Have a great night.